I am pretty sure you guys all know this car. It is a very famous car which I don't think needs any introduction. While this car doesn't need any introduction, what does need introduction is how you go about modifying and tuning one of these. Out there, I have seen a lot of beautiful classic cars like this getting destroyed by people doing insane kind of cosmetic mods, lowering the car, completely ruining its drivability. Well, I am here to tell you today that there's another way around it. Probably slightly more expensive, if that might be, but then again, the budgets are something that can be thought of based on how much money you have to spend on it. So what I have with me over here today is a stage 3 Baleno with a massive turbo, and it's not just that, it's the full package. As you can see, it looks gorgeous in full pure black. At the same time, it also has suspension upgrades, it's got brake upgrades. Right now, as this car stands, is putting close to 240 horsepower, which has been confirmed on a dyno. So I'm going to show you the mods, I'm going to take it out for a drive and show you how it feels to drive. Kindly excuse the traffic over here. We are in the most free area which we could find in Bangalore. We cannot give you more space than that, but let's come to the Kaam Ki Baat, which is this car. As you can see, it looks pretty epic with that all blacked out look, and it's got a lot of stuff going for it. It's got bigger brakes, it's got a full system exhaust, and it's got a ton of work done on this car on the inside as well as on the outside. Now, why I say that this car is the ideal representation of what I would consider a tuned Baleno to be is because this car has everything rightly set in terms of how it's set up on its cosmetics, in terms of how the interiors have been done. Just have a look at this gorgeous looking carbon fiber wheel, which also has a functioning horn over here. Kisi ko ye yaad hai kya? Like, this used to be an epic thing back in the day. Let me just turn it on and show it to you. I swear to God, if I saw this in any car back in 2005, 2008, we would literally lose our mind, because this was probably one of the most expensive head units back in the day. And that's not just all, because the owner of this car, Vikas VM Customs from Bangalore, has actually left no stone unturned when it comes to modifying this car, customizing this car according to his requirements. He's got all the meters, as you can see. You also have some nice high-end audio in this car as well, and you have these really cool looking Bride seats. So, I mean, they're sitting on their own custom rail and platform as well. This car has basically everything done to it. The meat and potatoes of this car is not just on the inside, but what lies over here under the engine bay as well. The one thing which is the biggest change which has been done is that this is a 1.3 liter block instead of the 16B which you regularly find in the Baleno. Now, the reason to go with this block is that this block can actually withstand a lot more boost. It can go to a lot more higher RPMs, which means that the crank on this is actually a lot more stronger compared to the 16B. And now that, along with cooling and lot of other parts, is what make this car put down 250 horsepower. As I said, 250 horsepower from a machine like this is not easy. It takes a ton of components, as you can see already over here. Of course, the brakes have to be taken care of after the kind of insane speed and performance this setup provides. And then, of course, the engine also has to be fully built, forged internals, to make sure that you are basically not going to blow it away after a couple of runs. That's just the surface knowledge. There is a lot of components. In fact, I'll list it all down for you. This Baleno has a G13B engine swap, but that's not all, because along with that, it also has forged pistons, forged connecting rods, a max ECU, upgraded radiator fan, drag spec intercooler, custom intake manifold, custom turbo manifold, HPI air filter, stage 2 clutch, TurboSmart blow-off valve, Walbro fuel pump, fuel pressure gauge regulator, brand new engine mounts, brand new drive shafts, Wilwood brake pads, Hotbits adjustable suspension, custom gearing in the gearbox with a shorter final drive, and a lot more. Awesome. Now, it's time to take this car out on a spin. Now, the first things first is that when you're driving this car, normally, of course, it feels a lot different. You're sitting in a bucket seat. That said, though, however, the suspensions are set up in such a way that they are still very pliant and very comfortable on the streets. These suspensions are obviously adjustable, and right now they are on their full soft settings. Obviously, when you take it out on a track or when you put the car on the highway, the settings can be adjusted differently, and that's the beauty of it. Apart from that, you're surrounded by a proper looking cockpit. I mean, it still has that retro vibe of the Baleno, but at the same time, you see a lot of carbon fiber, you see a lot of aftermarket stuff, you see dials on your right side which give you an idea that when you put your foot down, this car is going to behave a lot differently compared to how you and me are usually used to driving a Baleno. Now, that thing is not immediately apparent to you because the way the turbo kicks in on this car is set up a little different. What I mean by that is the turbo that's there in this car is slightly bigger, and what that does is it definitely gives you a lot of boost, but that boost comes in a little late. And the reason why it's been set up in that particular way is so that while you're driving the car in the city, it doesn't become atrociously difficult to drive where you have to time your shifts, you have to do all of that. No, you just don't bother with this car in the city. Like right now, I'm just driving normally. I'm doing about 60 kilometers per hour, driving absolutely normally, doing 3000 RPM. But when you want to actually put your foot to the gas, you got to wait a little bit, and that's the reason why this car feels so rewarding. You need to work your way up to it. You don't just mash your foot down like a 16-year-old in this car. You plan your move. If you planned it right, when that turbo opens, it just blows past everyone. Holy crap! This car is too fast to be called a Baleno. This car is just so much fun. It's so rewarding when you finally hit 4000 and you cross 4000 RPM. It's a completely different animal. This car just changes character. It's the best representation of an automotive version of Jekyll and Hyde. That's what I can say. All right, 4000 RPM, hitting the turbo, and there we go. Man, it just keeps pulling. Man, what an insane build. Thanks to Abhishek as well as Vikas, VM Customs, who owns this car. Really glad that I get to drive this car once again in the most pristine, beautiful condition that it's ever been. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I loved driving this car. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one. Till then, ciao.